Y'all know how sometimes you just get that feeling to speak or to say something? This is one of those moments. I can say and repeat this every day, all day, but what we have to understand is our life is based off the choices that we make. I know that a lot of us is going through a lot. I know that a lot of people are struggling. I know a lot of people that's not struggling. I know there's a lot of people that's dealing with things that they shouldn't be dealing with, but they feel like they have to deal with it because they don't have no other choice. I know some individuals out there that's actually in pain based off of either the relationship they in or the people they surround themselves with or family. And they continue to put up with it and deal with it because they can't find another way to deal with it, I guess. And I guess I'm here to tell you that you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to put up with something you don't want to put up with. You shouldn't have to be hurting or in pain or feeling some type of way when you around somebody or with somebody or even by yourself. Like it's something that needs to be addressed if you're constantly feeling down or depressed or worried or even tired, because sometimes our body get tired as well when we just feel like we're overwhelmed or we just feel like we just can't do it anymore. And I'm just here to tell you, do not give up on you. I ain't worried about nobody else. Do not give up on you. This is your life, nobody else's. Nobody is going to walk in your shoes. You got to walk in your shoes. Nobody is going to make your choices. You make your choices. Nobody got to deal with the consequences behind your action. You have to deal with the consequences behind your action. I keep saying this, our life is based off of what we do, our actions, our move. And if we want to see change in our life, we have to make the change. We have to get unstuck. You know, sometimes we find ourselves stuck, or they call it content, you know what I'm saying, with a situation. But you can break out of that because it's your choice. It's up to you. When are you going to make the move? When are you going to believe in yourself enough to be like, I can do this by myself? I don't need them. I got this. I believe in me. I trust in me. I'm strong enough to handle this. I did this before. I can do it again. See, we go through things in life that sometimes just bring us down and put us in this state of mind where we feel like we're helpless. We feel like we just can't get unstuck or out of the situation we're in. But that is a lie. That is a lie. A lot of people are not going to God because of their situation. They feel like, where there isn't a God because I wouldn't be going through this if it was a God. Well, guess what? I used to say the same thing. I really did. I used to say the same thing. But I have to understand that God moves when God moves. God don't move when we want God to move. You know what I'm saying? God knows everything that's going on in our life, everything that we're going to do before we do it, every action behind everything. God knows it all. I just feel like God is like sitting back looking at us like, I'm going to see if you're going to figure it out. I'm going to see if you're going to trust me enough to allow me to lead your life. I'm going to see if you're going to trust me enough to call on me not only when you need me, but call on me when you're in good spirit. You know, I'm going to sit back and watch and see when you're not in hard time, is you going to call on me and talk to me? I want to see. And I feel like God is definitely doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I talk to God a lot, but I feel like I should talk to God more. I feel like I should put more effort into giving God some time out of my life, because your time is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. But God is always with you. Your ancestors is always with you. Your guardian angel is always with you. Spirit is always with you. Fairies is always with you if you believe in this. I'm telling y'all, man, sometimes we have to just stop. Sometimes we have to just stop. We have to stop and really look at our life, really look at, you know, what's going on in our life. We really have to just do that. Because if you constantly moving, you ain't taking a break for you. So you're not paying attention to what you're doing. You think you are, but you really is not paying attention to what you're doing. Because if we were paying more attention to what we were doing, we wouldn't be going through what we're going through, right? I can't speak for everybody, but I can say that our action is the result of our life. Understand that. We can't point the finger and be like, well, they the reason why my life like this, or they the reason why I'm like this, or they the reason why I live like this, or they the reason why I act like this, or they the reason why my character changed, or just they the reason, they the reason. Let's stop that. I am the reason. You are the reason. Okay? I literally lost myself. Throughout the last 12 years of my life, I felt like I was living for everybody else and not myself. Because I was living for everybody else and not myself, it took me on a downfall, y'all, so fast, so quick. My life was up and down, left and right. It was no balance. It was no balance. And I got tired. I got tired seeing myself live like I was living. I got tired of experiencing the what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, God. Come on, Spirit, help me. Um, I got tired of experiencing the destruction in my life. You know what I'm saying? The chaos in my life. Misery like company. I am a person who don't like drama. I don't like drama. I don't like to argue, but for some reason it seems that I seem to argue a lot. So I had to pull myself away from what was making me come out of character, if that makes any sense. Now it's time for me to work on me. I'm not in no relationships. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I am, matter of fact, I think I'm probably done with relationships. I have had my ups and downs, my left and rights in relationships. I have had the experience of being there for somebody. I have had the experience of giving them my all. I have had the experience of loving them. I have had the experience of just being there for them. And then it's like I'm left in the cold. You know, and you don't want to be left in the cold. You're done being left in the cold. All that energy, all that love, all that care, all that consistency, all that just being there that you put in on somebody else, it's time to take all that and put on to yourself. Whew, thank you, Lord, for that. Thank you, Lord, for that. Because I was like battling, trying to see how I was going to get this message out. Because I wasn't planning on even making this video. I was actually sitting here in my car, just enjoying, sitting in my car, and it's about to rain, so I got to go in. And God just was like, make a video. I got you, just make a video. I was like, okay, I don't know what to say, but okay. But just know that God is always with you and waiting on you to call on him. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust and believe in God. You got to trust and believe that God will move mountains for you. You got to trust and believe that God don't want the worst for you. God want the best for you. And he wants you to want the best for you. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all and I hope this message resonated. If not, just leave it. But God bless y'all. I love y'all.